Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Last time, we fought against the Chocola Reserve itself, and the victor of the day was Mario's belly as he ingested the entire thing. We regurgitated it all into Queen Bean's mouth directly, and she was surprisingly understanding about the whole thing. Poor Luigi never got to drink a drop of the stuff. Poor guy. This time, we are back in Bean Castle, and we've been given the sanction to go on to Woohoo University, the place where we will find Cackletta next and hopefully get Peach's voice back in the process. But before we go on, we are gonna step out into the town, obviously. Listen to this. They changed the music. It's back to how it should be. This town theme is so much better. I love it. But yes, there are a lot of things for us to do around town now. There's no more spiky death keeping us from going off to the sides here. There's a lot of new stuff for us to do. Let's start off by going into this pipe house. Pipe number 1 takes us to pipe number 4, and I assume pipe number 4, yep, takes us to pipe number 1. Let's see what's behind pipe number 2. Something absolutely terrifying is what it is. If I went into a dark pipe where I couldn't see, I was getting shoved out, and then I saw that behind me, I think I'd be about halfway back to the Mushroom Kingdom by this point of the conversation. We'll just say that. Well, this guy is here. I guess he might be a bullet bill with his nose chopped off and then a smiley face drawn on. I don't know, but he's here to tell us about pipes. He's gonna tell us the green pipes. Yeah, they take us somewhere else in land. You just jump right in, go to a green pipe you jumped before, and you warp to it. We don't really need to know any of this. I'm sure we'll come across yellow pipes at a later point, and we'll see what those do when we, well, go inside of it. So we do not want you to tell me more. I'd like to just never see this thing again. I thought it was creepy as a kid. I still think it's creepy now. Let's go into the true thing we want to see, the green pipe in the room. This will let us come back to Castletown anytime we want from another green pipe. This is probably the most helpful one in the entire game, so if you're gonna discover any of them, discover this one. And, well, I'd recommend discovering some others too, otherwise there's no real way to actually use it, but you get it. Let's see, things are a lot happier and cheerier around here. Let's talk to you. Things are finally back to normal here in town. Really kept busy trying to rebuild everything. Well, they've definitely been busy. This thing's teeth are no longer knocked out, and it's just grinning at us, as is this. I don't know if I like it better or worse than before, but you know, I'm rid of that old town theme, so I'm kind of cool with that, even if this arch right here is broken and never got repaired. Oh well. So there are a lot of things for us to do around here. Let's talk to these guys. I heard it's big news. Prince Peasley is supposedly risking his life on a dangerous secret mission. I gotta say, I'd be devastated if anything were to happen to him. I just adore that guy. Everyone adores him, but hands off. He's Luigi's. Let's check out and see what's in this house. Let me guess. These books are gonna tell us press A to jump like before. Eleanor, useful for moving back to the previous menu. Oh, that's actually a really good tip. I don't think I've mentioned that out loud, but yes, I want to go backwards and you're confused on which button to press, A or B. You can do that. Or advanced commands, you can damage spiked creatures. Strike 2 of simultaneously, gain other bonuses as well. That's also pretty good. Keep powering up the same ability when you level up. You won't get high in bonus wheel levels. That's another good tip. Wow. In the Groundless Kingdom, it said there are pits that... Okay, that's kind of not really all that great. It's just telling us there are areas where you can dig. That there's areas where you can dig and Luigi can get items. What am I trying to say here? There are areas where you can dig to get items that are invisible to the naked eye. If you have Mario hit with his hammer and at half size, he will react strangely to it. Or if you are playing on a Game Boy player using the Game Boy Advance version, your GameCube controller will rumble to let you know where these spots are. This is not possible in the Wii U Virtual Console version, however. There, I got it all out. Let's go in here and... Hey, buddy. There, once in a while, I get the urge to nap under a roof, then to rent myself a room. But even then, they're really big enough for me. Well, this entire house is one room, so I'd say you're doing pretty well for yourself renting out an entire house. This room is nice, isn't it? It has a heater and a window, and no old bath or toilet, or no bath or toilet for that matter. It's 3 years old and 3 seconds to the cave, but as nice as it is, you can't have it. I just now rented to that fellow over there. Well, one has to wonder if all the residents of Bean Castletown give up their functional plumbing so that they can keep the Beanstar safe. The thing about this kingdom is there are all kinds of beans buried deep in the soil. Yeah, if you see a strange hollow in the ground, there's almost always something under there. Okay, we've already heard all this before. So, the piece de resistance that we want to go is we want to go over to the cafe where we can get a cup of joe. Let's check this place out. Hey, this is the famed Starbeans cafe that everyone's abuzz about. Got any complaints? Compliments? You already know about our special Starbean system, right? I do. And I will show you the beans I've collected. Well, this is the usage for those beans. We heard about the Starbeans Cafe and all those menus all that time ago. And we have the ability to make coffees with our beans. Let's see, do I have enough for the... No, I don't have enough for that. Yeah, I want to change this. Do I have enough for the hoo-hoo blend? No, not even close. Back. Chuckle blend? No. Well. Oh, I have enough for this. Okay, I will gladly use my he beans on this. All those mini games finally paid off. Let's brew it. I seriously did not mean for that to be a pun. Let's do it. All right, well, we got our tee-hee blend. Tee-hee. Whoa, a power outage? Oh man, I've got a bad feeling about this. Luigi, I understand your fear of ghosts, but you have beaten hundreds of these things by this point. Well, yes, we drew out a ghost with the aroma of our wonderful coffee. Our coffee has so much caffeine in it, it is able to wake the dead, apparently. Well, Egad is doing his thing. Welcome to my Starbeans Cafe. Seeing you too, this is a most unexpected chance meeting. Hey, you guys know the owner? Blending machine is our owner's latest invention. Yep, this is Egad's place. Have you tried the drinks made by my latest invention, the wondrous Bean Bean Machine? Good thing it's not the Mean Bean Machine, but I'll gladly take this. The rich aromatic fragrance of that drink. I sense that it's a drink that even I haven't partaken of. May I have a drink? You got a face only a mother could love. Stuff gives me the energy to push my ghost research into a new dimension. Thanks for that sampling. Here's a little something I invented in my spare time. Maybe it'll aid you. We get the Greed Wallet. This is just a hunch, but I don't think Egad has a lot of spare time for inventions, considering his great invention was a bag. Well, we could continue with brewing, but we don't have enough beans to make any other type of blend. How about instead, we go into our items, and we check out this tee blend. This will increase the stash stat of one of the bros by 4 points. This is a permanent stat increase. That is awesome. That Greed Wallet that we got, that was not in our regular items. That is, indeed, a piece of equipment. We now have a third equipment slot for accessories. This doubles the coins that we get in from monsters at the end of a battle. You bet I want to equip that as fast as I possibly can. Not gonna do another battle without that thing for a very long time. So, because I haven't explicitly stated this, I want to make it clear that the rest of this video is going to focus on these coffees and the various effects that they give you, as well as the rewards that you get for making them, because if you couldn't tell from that Greed Wallet, there is some really amazing stuff that you can get, and this is very worth your time. So, how about we kick things off with a montage? Why a montage, you asked? Well, a few videos back, I did promise that I would go around the world and get all the Chuckle Beans that we could get after we were done in the Chuckle Huck Woods, and we're done there. We have a spare moment. I say we go around and get all those because there is a Chuckle blend that requires us to get 25 of these things. Now, for clarification's sake, there are going to be some beans that we can technically get right now that I will not be showing in this. I will be only showing Chuckle Bean spots in areas that we have already been to. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to explore new areas in a montage. I would rather do that in actual commentary, so the stipulation is it has to be in a map square that we've already been to for me to show it, or if it's in a new map square, just in a really minor area that I had yet to go to in that area. Interrupting the montage for just a moment to show something that we haven't seen before. We saw that book in Bean Bean Castletown that said that small people are able to detect secrets. Well, I'm not sure how much stock I put into that, but as you can see right here, when Mario is small, he has an exclamation mark over his head. There we go, Chuckle Bean. That is an example of an item hidden underground. They're a little bit cryptic, I guess, in concept, but they're usually in spots where there's something that really stands out because you don't see other plants like that in this particular area. The others are smaller, so it does stick out in a way, and there is a way to tell that there might be something there. Now that we got that out of the way and we're back into the montage, I feel like this would be a good time, since we're hunting for beans to make some coffee at the Starbeans Cafe, to continue my tale of how when I was a kid, I was the worst Mario and Luigi player ever. And this is where things get really bad, as in, this is going to physically hurt you if you enjoy this game. You have been warned. When I was a kid, in addition to everything you've already heard, I never brewed a single coffee in my entire playthrough. So I never got any permanent stat ups from those coffees. And the worst part, oh yeah, I haven't gotten to the worst part yet. It gets a lot worse than just never having brewed a coffee, never got a permanent stat up for mini coffees, in addition to me only upping my HP on every level up. You might think my reason for never getting any of those coffees was having never been to Starbeans Cafe or just having never heard of it. No. I heard about Starbeans Cafe and about how great the items were there and how worth your time it is to go there. But my reaction was, I don't really think I need better items. I mean, my mushrooms already recover enough health as it is. Why do I need coffee that's just gonna recover more health than that? Yeah. It hurts. It hurts me even. Anyway, I've been talking over this montage for a while, and I don't really have anything more to say about the topic at hand of just digging up beans out of the ground, so I think I'll do something that I've been long overdue for. Those of you in the comments that have pointed this out, you're right. I have not been praising the music in this game enough. I mean, yeah, I don't like that one song that I've complained about a bunch of times, but I hardly think this game has a bad soundtrack. It has an amazing soundtrack, in fact, and I have not been giving it the time that it deserves. So, I'll leave you with one of my favorite themes from this game, one that I will probably never get a chance to be quiet over, because I have a history of ending the boss fights really quickly. Yep, the boss theme. And we're back! We have a veritable treasure trove of beans that we are sitting on now. Sounds like something you would say when you have gas, if you're sitting on them, but I want to mention a few things that happened before we get to our coffee brewing. First of all, Luigi got a level up, and he got a +4. Mario got a level up, he got a +2, no, he got a +1. Well, I think I was just remembering that the way that I wanted to remember it, not the way that it actually happened. But let's not waste any more time. Let's go into the Starbeans system and make ourselves some Starbeans coffees. We have 56 Chuckle Beans now, so you bet I'm gonna brew one of these blends, as we have not brewed it before. Oh, and before I forget, I could brew a second Chuckle blend, but I'm gonna hold off for the time being. Okay, seriously, I'm holding off because there's other coffee blends we're gonna be able to make later, and they're gonna use Chuckle Beans, so I'm saving them for that. Here's Egad right on cue. Another fragrantly fragrantly what? We just now added this new drink to our menu. What great timing on your part. Wait, the owner doesn't have a say in what is added to the menu and is not in the loop about it. That's kind of bad if he had an employee that wanted to pull a prank on him. So, he came over from the hills across the sea, I came walking. That's a nose you've got. Then I might have a quick sampling of this new drink? Sure, you may have a quick sampling of the drink. How does it taste? Delicious! This may be the next big drink. You've brewed well. Given Egad's track record with his, Oh, wait, no, he's going to give us something right now. I thought he was going to wait a little bit. We get the bonus ring. This is, oh, whoa. Well, I can tell you that Mario's probably not going to be drinking that. He'll probably just give it off to Luigi now that he has seen what has happened. Maybe just drank too much. Oh no, where's the restroom? Boss, you never built any toilets in this place. Isn't that against code or something like that? Wait, what are you doing, Luigi? Apparently, Gad died there because he turned into a ghost that could be sucked up with the poltergust. Let's see you for right now. So, what I was trying to mention, as I'm sure some of you have guessed, that bonus ring is, I guess, a subtle reference to the Star Fox series. This is a new piece of equipment that we can put on, and if you go through an entire battle with it equipped without losing any HP, you get double the experience points, so yet another really helpful item. And you know, just because it's worth checking, I think I will go back into the Starbeans system and see if now we can brew anything we could not brew before! Oh my god! I had exactly enough beans for that! Good thing I checked. I didn't even do that on purpose. That was just lucky. Well, guess we're brewing some green coffee. Heard of green tea, but green coffee just sounds ugh. Well, at least Egad will probably sample it for us beforehand, so we'll know, just like last time, if he'll get sick from it. Well, he's come afar from a scent of a new kind of bean juice. Hey, boss, what's up with that weird vacuum? This is a highly improved model of the Poltergust 3000. It's the Super Poltergust 3001. Too bad it's not the 9001. Good thing you get to know. I've got that. If you've just got to know the improvements I've made, it can now be ridden like this. There were hints in Luigi's Mansion's development that you would have been able to ride on the Poltergust. I believe in the European version there's a boss fight that was changed to make it so you do that. I think it was against Boolossus. So that's kind of interesting that we see that here because that was not present in our version of the game. Wow, he's making some really quick hairpin turns off screen. I couldn't imagine what the G's from that would be. He can now go anywhere he wants with ease, though. Now then, might I have a quick sampling of this new drink? Sure, you may sample our bean juice. That just sounds gross when I say it like that. My body and soul are melting into syrupy sweetness. I better not drink anymore, else I might too become a ghost. I thought you already did. Luigi sucked you up with a poltergust and everything. Well, what are we gonna get from you this time? We get an Excite Spring. Again, very subtle reference to Excite Bike. I guess maybe it's a shock absorber that you would put on an Excite Bike. I'm not really sure what they were going for, but that's what it's meant to be a reference to. We don't have enough beans, at least I don't think we do, to do any more bean stuff, so how about we go into our equipment once again? Luigi, how about you try equipping this? The Excite Spring makes it so that if you hold a button while dodging attacks with a jump, you will be able to float in the air for a second, and when you have an ability that makes you just kind of jump higher than normal and float in the air for a moment, it would be wrong to not give it to Luigi. Seriously, it would just look awkward if you put it on Mario, so there we go. I like how I say the awkward equipment looks better on Luigi inadvertently. Now, before we really move on, there is something that I want to draw attention to. You're noticing a trend here. We're getting items that are references to Nintendo games. And originally, it was not going to be Egad that would come out and give you all of these items. At another point in development, apparently the characters from these different game series were going to be the ones to give you the items from them. For instance, for that bonus ring, you can see that there are unused sprites for the Star Fox team talking to you on a transponder. For the Excite Spring, you have an Excite Bike rider. You know, there's all kinds of different characters, and I will go over these as we go onward. And the real kicker is that these are not just simply unused sprites that are stored in the same area as the Starbeans Cafe. No, they had full conversations written out for you talking to these characters and them giving you these items. So they would have had full-on talking cameos in this game. It's a shame that none of this got used and all this hard work went to waste, but I guess if anyone had to replace them, Egad is a really fun, charming character, so there's that. So, real talk, I was in that cafe and I bet it seemed like I was gonna end off the video, right? Well, yeah, where am I going? Well, if you go off this way, you can go past that gate now that you have those hammer abilities and check it out. We have another minigame that we can play. I know this is a... Really? Yeah, you can see why I suck at 2D games. I really have no patience, but this is kind of an unexpected minigame. Right around here, we have a bit of a 2D Mario platforming segment, or in this case, a 2D Luigi platforming segment. But it's just kind of an unexpected little thing, and this... It's not really unforgiving, and it might seem a little bit... Oh, come Come on, that barely clipped the top of my hat. Okay, I'm sucking pretty bad at this minigame, but at least it's not unforgiving. Wow, okay. I wanted to show this right here and now for a bit of a strange reason. We'll get to that in just a second. You got little Sparkies as your only enemy here, which is kind of a not commonly seen Mario enemy, but we have this golden mole back here. What's that? You want even more commemoration? Well, aren't you the greedy one? No more for you. Sounds really strange and like that guy has some kind of issue if he's taking out that much anger on us seemingly for no reason, but he did have a good reason for saying that. Truthfully, I did this minigame off screen while in that montage, and I didn't even realize it. I have no idea how I thought we had been there already or why I thought it would be a good idea to do that game now, but I did, even though we'd done nothing like it. He is saying that because you will get a reward your first time clearing that, which it's not hard to clear at all if it was any indication that I was still able to do it despite my terrible 2D platforming skills. You get a golden mushroom that restores all HP and bros points to a single bro. I don't really get the lack of consistency there because, I mean, they abbreviated HP, but they didn't abbreviate BP. I don't know, it's a weird thing that would bother only me. So, that is really all we have to do here. We got a lot done. We got caught up on Chuckle Beans, we brewed 3 different types of coffees, got some awesome equipment all the way around. But we're not done here in Bean Bean Castletown. Believe it or not, there is a lot more to this place that we have not seen. We could not access the entire town when it was in ruins, so there are places here that we have not even seen. And next time on Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, we're going to be going there, doing some more side questy things, and reaping some more rewards. See you guys then.